Alright, I think we're live. What's going over here? Is this a share link? It is a share link. Interesting. Welcome to the first live stream. Let's see what's going on here. I gotta learn all the live streaming tools. Participants? Empty right now. To be expected. Let's see what else we got going on here. Oh. Didn't mean to open up a new window. So the question is, do I pull this over to my second monitor? Or do I leave it here? I'm gonna leave it here because I want to see myself. Okay. That turns off the mic. Well, let's just get right into it. I'm going to be reviewing Burts Bees various lip balms. Chapsticks, if you will. I got 3. All at the same time. So, we'll just jump into it. May as well. The first one that I tried, which I had never heard of, was the Burt's Bees Ultra Conditioning. Let's try like this. Oh, it works. I'm a professional YouTuber. It doesn't actually focus, but it's got the silver cap, if you can see. Now, this one it goes on very silky, very smooth. It doesn't feel like a chapstick because it's not waxy. It's actually oily, which means it glides on. The problem is it doesn't last as long as other chapsticks in my experience, but it also doesn't feel like much on your lips, so it's a little bit of a trade-off. We'll go to the second one. The second is the classic, which I've been using all my life, periodically, from time to time. This is the Burt's Bees Lip Balm with vitamin E and peppermint. There, now you can see it. This is the one that feels cold. It gives you a sensation of being in the ice realm. It's got Cocos nucifera oil, helianthus. It has, if you can see here, no, it's a little small, but it has something called, where was I just looking? It's got anise, which has parentheses sunflower next to it. But that's probably the ingredient that I would want to focus on. Is I wouldn't want to use this because if it's got something called anise, clearly that's not very healthy. I mean, let's just be real here. The other thing I don't like about it is the sensation is too extreme for me. I personally can't handle it. Right? I would much rather use something more mild, which is where the new, never before seen, well, it's probably seen before, the honey flavor. There it is. And I like this idea because it's Burt's Bees, so it makes sense that it would be a honey flavor because it's bees, just like me. And I thought I would like this one more than I did. The bad thing about it is that it kind of smells stinky. It's like stinky honey. And I'm not a fan of that. It's like if you took honey, a big scoop of it, and you farted on it. That's kind of what this smells like. You know, it's not like regular honey, which is just sweet. So I was a little disappointed. I might use it compared to the original because I just don't like the cooling sensation that much of the original. And it does go away after a while. You kind of get used to the scent. It's not ideal, but it is waxier, so it stays on longer than the ultra conditioning. But I took this on a trip recently, and it did the job. It works. So let me go to the reviews. We're going to start reviewing. Well, we'll start with review-wise. This is a 1 to 10 rating. We're going to do the Burts Bees Bee Wax Lip Balm, the original, the classic, the icy cold cooling sensation. And I would probably give this a 5 out of 10, perhaps. It's pretty simple. It irritates my lips a little bit, but if you put it on and can keep it on, I'm sure it does the trick. You know, I've used it for years. So I think 5 out of 10, pretty average, and everybody knows it. It hasn't really innovated on anything recently. The second I'll review is, or give a rating of, is the honey flavor. I'd give it also a 5 out of 10, I think. I would give it higher, but I don't like the smell very much. I do like that it feels, you don't get the burning sensation when you put it on. I think, yeah, a 5 out of 10 seems fair. Just because if they could give it any scent, why give it stinky honey, you know? And last but not least, in fact, last and most, I would say, just a little humor there, is the ultra conditioning, which I think I'm going to give a 9 out of 10. I'm a fan. You know what? Even though it doesn't stay on as long, it feels like nothing, and it actually works. I found that it worked really well. I think price-wise, it might be a little bit more than the standard Burt's Bees, but the fact that it's oily and it doesn't make my lips smack, I consider it a plus. Plus, I'm wearing it right now, if you couldn't guess. So I'm going to give that a 9 out of 10. Well, thank you for tuning in for the review. See you next time.